has to be a true partnership, and you have to really, really like and respect the person that you're married to, because it is a hard road. I mean, that's what I tell young couples. Don't expect it to be easy. Melding two lives and trying to raise others and doing it forever. I mean, yeah, that's a recipe made for disaster. So there are highs and lows, but if in the end you can look him in the eye and say, I like you, and you know, I stopped believing at love in first sight. I think you go through that wonderful love stage, but when it gets hard, you need a little bit more.
People don't always marry the everyday. They marry the kind of now, kind of wow, and then it gets to the every single day. The going to bed, the waking up, the taking the grocery, getting the groceries, taking out the garbage, and loving each other through that. And I remember telling a friend of mine who was about to get married, I said, your marriage doesn't start when you say I do. Your marriage starts when you look over at your partner and you want to kill them. You looking at them going, for seconds or sometimes minutes or longer, you're thinking, I cannot believe I married this human being. They are driving me crazy. And then the next minute you say, I love them more than anything and I'm sticking with it.
If you don't have a purpose for your relationship, and pretty much anything, it's like, if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have a place that you're going, something that you want to accomplish, something you want to do, you can really get lost in the murk of the journey.
There has to be a vision for...
There has to be a vision, right?
Yes. Right.
So why are we together? You know, it's like, I mean, you fine, you know. You know, but as an answer for why two spirits would join together and decide to travel this perilous journey of life together, fine, or you can cook, or you keep the house protected, that's really not enough. There's so much more that you have to be dedicated to.
Because we're two big beings that came together.
Yes.
And I had my vision and he had his. And so we had to join it. And so we decided...
You just do what she said. You know?
Yeah, basically. That's the vision.
I think you get a great sense of is your relationship with Jay-Z. You balance being the fierce, independent woman with obviously a woman who also adores and loves her man.
Absolutely. And I would not be the woman I am if I did not go home to that man. And it just gives me such a foundation. And
how has he helped you?
On so many levels. You know, we were friends first for a year and a half before we went on any date, on the phone for a year and a half. And that foundation is so important in a relationship. And just to have someone that you just like, you know, is so important.
About marital counseling.
Well, yeah, because there are a lot of young couples who look up to me and Barack, right? It's like we're all hashtag relationship goals.
Yes.
And this is what we do. We don't tell the truth about the work of marriage. So young couples think that all they see of us is the fist bump and the love, and I'm looking adoringly at his speeches, and you know, they don't know I want to like kick him out the window every now and then, you know? But that is the truth of marriage. And my view is that we can't be up here as role models and not telling people the truth about life and relationships. Marriage is work. Marriage is hard.
You know, part of having a good marriage is being able to fight fair.
Yeah.
Fight fair and fight so that you don't disrespect each other.
Absolutely.
What was your strategy in terms if he got on your nerves or you got on his nerves? Did you all not talk? Did you all scream? Did you all... what did you do?
All of the above, yes. Yes, we went through, those are the cycles of learning how to deal in your marriage, you know. But yeah, now we've learned how to argue with each other. You know, you learn what buttons not to push.
Not to push.
You know, you learn how far not to go. And you have to, this is what I say, and a lot of people say this, marriage is a choice. You know, it's a choice that you make every day, because you don't do it because it's easy. You do it because you believe in it, you believe in the other person. And ladies, gentlemen, that's why it's so important to marry somebody that you respect, You know, it's important to marry somebody who is your equal, and to marry somebody and to be with somebody who wants you to win as much as you want them to win. I was talking to a good friend of mine earlier today about thinking about marriage like we think about sports and like you picking your team, right? I mean, my husband is my teammate, and if we are going to win this game together, he has to be strong and he has to be okay with me being strong. I do not want a weak player on my team, nor does he.
Yes.
But sometimes
Yes.
we accept weak in one another because it feels easy, you know, and be cautious of the man or woman who wants just the easy person,
Yeah.
the person who's not going to force them to grow, the person who's not going to expect them to change, who's not going to hold them accountable. Because if you want to be on a winning team, just like you pick somebody, you wouldn't pick somebody off the bench who's just going to show up weak.
Yes,
You want to
yes.
pick somebody who
Yes,
is going
preach.
to carry you through, and those are the things that get you over the hard times.
But Michelle, you said something interesting. You said marry someone who's your equal. You know, we're at a stage now where many women out earn men, and I think that's very difficult for some men. And I've gotten to the place where I don't want to be a nurse or a purse. So when you say marry somebody who's
I like
your
that,
equal,
Gail.
a nurse or a purse.
I like that.
So when you say, and I would like him to have his own teeth too. So when you say you're equal, what do you mean by that? You're equal.
You know, and equality is not just measured in terms of the wallet.
Yes.
I'm not just talking about, oh, you gotta be this person or that person. The equality in terms of the values that they carry.
Yes.
You know, it's like honesty, you know? I mean, look, honesty for me is the beginning, the middle, and the end. I just wouldn't want to be bothered with somebody that I couldn't trust on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Because so I'm trustworthy, so I expect my partner to be trustworthy.
You said something to me years ago when you all first went on this journey. You said Barack Obama has never disappointed you in the things that matter.
Absolutely.
I've never, ever forgotten that because I think that's such a good barometer.
And those are the things you fall back on.
Yes,
It's
the
the
things
basic
that
core
matter.
of who the person is. So it's not just about how much money they make or what their title is. We get lost in that kind of stuff. And we sometimes wind up with the wrong people because somebody could have the right title and the right salary and the wrong heart,
Yes.
the wrong soul, the
Yes.
wrong core.